Good morning, everybody. The date is 6/23 of 2019. I have a monthly chart on the Dow Jones, and we're going to talk about the monthly. So that number one, when we started out with these dips, starting the year out, we went straight up, and then we had that big downside bear market move here. This is the month of June. And June, the month of June, 1955, you would have to go back to see a move like this in the month of June, 1955. Now, let's talk about the 10-month moving average, which is going to be this blue line at 25,541. That's this one. The red line that we have here is going to show you the 20-month moving average at 25,195.7. The markets have come back in the month of June, all the way back up here. So whether it's the monthly chart, weekly, daily, or 60-minute, any of them for that matter, are all in bull territory now and have totally recovered within the volatility that happens. We are going to be going into a July earnings season. This market is priced to perfection. There's been a lot of headlines that came out with the Federal Open Market Committee. They left rates unchanged and they talk about cutting them. Then you have the China deal from last week that created a lot of upside volatility. But let me caution everybody on one thing. The problem for this move is that the volume has been lower when you look at it on a monthly level. And we're right back up here now. You can call this a monthly double top, closing out the month of June, which tomorrow will be 6/24. It'll be the last trading month of June. And like I said, you'd have to go back to June of 1955. We did have relatively the same move in the Dow back then. And we are also telling all our people around the world, and you need to understand that we're going to be going into a July earnings season. Right now, we're going to talk about seasonality. The seasonality has changed as of yesterday. We are now in the summer months of the stock market, and seasonality is a big change that happens in the summer trading and what goes on. But we will say this for sure. We are overextended. The algorithmic computing cycles that bid these stocks all the way up where bad news became good news and bad news became good news. And the earnings season that's going to start is showing a slowdown. And, you know, we cover earnings season every quarter for the last 30-some years. And I can just tell you right now, we're priced to perfection. And we are. And this is what explains volatility. When you go into bear market moves and you come back and now we're in a bull market move, and that means that the indicators on all time frames are only showing at the moment the bull side move for June. Now, this is how volatility works. Volatility works both ways. Bear markets make a significant more money than bull markets. And here's why. The big red monthly candle straight down that we called and we broke through the monthly moving averages. Then you get this month up and you went straight right back up and actually made a higher high than the month of May. And we said what the month of May was going to be. It's on the YouTube channel. Just go back and look at the indexes. So we're giving you a very clear and understanding that summer trading changes, seasonality changes, the earnings season is not going to be good, and, you know, taking the bad news and running this stuff up, this is how bear markets work. We're going to be closing out this month of June, and we are, and then we're going to go into July. And the volatility that you've seen here, or the volatility that you've seen here, and going up, and then from there, straight right back down, this volatility is going to even increase higher. So we're going to have higher volatility and lower volume. And we're going to have headline after headline. Trump and his little spat, The GE, I call it the G20 meeting that's going to be here next week, and the talk about the Chinese and this and that. Remember one thing, headline event is headline event. But what we do is very, very good. And the reason why is because we came out of the initial bear move right here, month of May, and we popped up and we made a higher high. Now, with volatility going to be higher for the month of July, and the earnings season starts around July 15th or so, these publicly traded companies, look at, there's a slowdown. I don't care what anyone says. And all of the volatility around the headline events. And now we have the seasonality change. Stay tuned. We will be given other updates as we move in the last week of June. Right now, Dow Jones Composite, summer trading, the seasonality has changed. The bull market month up, bear down, bull up. Remember, you make a lot more money than what you would in a one-way bull market because you're able to get that big down move and then you're able to get this big up move. And that creates higher profits and bigger gains for those people who understand what they're doing. Join our live trading room. Once again, it's very important that you understand what I'm saying. And if you have any questions, all you got to do is leave a comment and we'll do our best to help you. And we will.